Yep, welcome back for Danganronpa another. Last time we had some free times and Mikado got freaked out about something and decided to give us a motive for the first time. We haven't gotten a motive for the last two chapters. And the motive is a video of our loved ones, and a bunch of people freaked out about it. Sora's video was someone drowning in like a deep ocean, and we couldn't tell who the person was. Combined with everything I've like explained in the previous video, I'm like almost certain that Sora is Akane in some way. I don't know if it's like Akane's memories or whatever. It's something like that. We're Akane in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, people freaked out. I think at least one member of Void is like trying to betray Mikado. And Setsuka knows about it. Anyway, we're going to sleep, and tomorrow there's apparently going to be a parade. It is officially 7 AM. Wake up, everyone. I hope you all have a vigorous and comfortable day. I should also mention there's going to be a parade in Satsuki Land starting from 6 PM. Yes, Setsuka somehow knew that. Setsuka and Satsuki sound very alike, huh? She somehow knew that before Monoko said anything. The parade will last around 1 hour, and there's much to see, so I advise you to please participate. Of course, you're not obligated to. That's it for today. I know you're troubled, but let's do our best for a fun school trip. Foo-foo. Everyone's foo-fooing recently. What a long morning announcement. I don't know if I heard it correctly in my sleep, but it seems like there's a parade event this evening. Well, I knew that already. Wait, how did I know that? Oh, Satsuka told me that yesterday. Right, I went right away to sleep last night, but now I feel a bit better. I should talk about last night with everyone. I decided to go straight to the diner. Good morning. Good morning, Sora. I see that not everyone is gathered. Where's Yuki and Iroha? They'll come sooner or later. Let's eat for now. Today's morning is a Michelin 3-star meal, if I do say so myself. For I am feeling particularly happy today. A Western-style breakfast set with French bread. I prepared a Americano so you can have it after you finish your meal, so help yourselves. Don't mind if I do. Usually at this point you all try to shoo me out or jab at me. But for things to be this quiet, this in itself is quite interesting. Yuki, you came. You're late. Yeah, I wasn't feeling so good. Hurry up and eat your breakfast. Iroha isn't here yet, but we decided to just eat ahead. Have I become invisible or something? Or did I gain a passive magic skill to my arsenal unbeknownst to me? To be honest, I'd much prefer if you jab at me, to be ignored to such a point. Actually, it hurts my fragile heart even more. You all don't look so good. Well, I guess that was expected. The motive video yesterday. If it isn't too much to ask, I want to know what everyone's video is. No. Don't make me remember it. Sis, no crying. You're amazing, Sora. I don't know what you saw, but you remain so calm. I saw footage of an accident of someone close to me during middle school. I lost contact with her for several years, and that person was being attacked by some thugs. My house was on fire. My father and my little brother were caught in flames, calling my name. My lifelong partners at the department charged into the house to save my family, and the next moment the house fell down, and the video ended there. It was the same for me. I don't know what happened in the end, but just from watching this video, Everyone, you're all wrong. I'm not saying calm after witnessing the same horrible footage as you. I just happened to not understand the content of the video due to my memory loss. I'm not as great as you think I am. If I understood the video, I would have been in the same state as you. Sora. The amazing one here is Setsuka. Unlike me, Setsuko is able to... Kanade is also like vibing. Unlike me, Setsuko is able to cheer... Did I say Kanade? I meant Kanade. I don't know if I said someone else. Unlike me, Setsuko is able to cheer everyone up even after witnessing such a horrible video. Even now, she's keeping her head cool. You're overpraising Sora. I'm not that great either. Besides, No, I should leave it for after the parade. Remember what I said yesterday? You might have heard this already from the morning announcement, but there's going to be a parade at 6. There are some things I want to tell you. I know it's hard, but just until then, you need to hold yourselves. Hello, Setsuko, are you going to watch the parade with everyone? Please count me in. I feel that now that you are all feeling down, my chance to become your true best friend has finally come. I'm sorry I'm so late. You're, why were you so late? Well, I couldn't fall asleep last night and ended up sleeping late, so I overslept, haha. You look the same as always. Didn't you see that horrible video? Huh? Oh, the motive. Of course I'm troubled, but I told you before yesterday, remember? We need to think positively. Even if I'm concerned about the video, there's nothing to do about it, and we don't know if the video is even real to begin with. Was I being too insensitive? If so, I'm sorry. No, I think you're pretty amazing. Well said. It's because of kids like you that Big Sis can get some relief around here. That's all the more reason that I should tell you. What? Nothing. Well, we should gather at the main plaza about 10 minutes before the parade. Just fucking tell us. Now that it's come to this, why don't we just enjoy ourselves? Sis? I'm going to take a rest in my room. Wait, sis, where are you going? You haven't even finished your breakfast. Hibiki's condition seems to be getting worse. Come to think of it, she broke down the most out of everyone yesterday. She became very dependable after Emma's case, but she seems to have reverted back to her old self. Well, we can't help it. It seems like everyone except Yura has finished their meal, so let's get moving. Kana, you stay at Biki's side for now. What? But you don't have to mind us. She's your family, right? You should be there for her. Go on. Alright then. Well, I'm gonna have to investigate now. Family. Be with your family in a situation like this. I'm honestly jealous of those twins. I wonder what happened to my family. Yuki. Yes. Alright, Yuki, why don't we go do some squats? You're finished, right? Huh? Yeah, I have. There's nothing better than moving your body when you're troubled. Well, let our bodies do the talking and bond together. Gross, you spat everything out, Hero. Sorry, the food got caught in my throat. Cough. By the way, why aren't you drinking your coffee, Hero? It'll go wonderfully well with the bread. True, you have an eye for food, Sora. Today's breakfast. An eye for food? Like a maid? Today's breakfast was made with the chemistry of coffee and bread in mind. Well, I can't drink Americano. Now, if it's a sweet latte, then we'd be talking. Then can I have that? Eek, all in one go. Isn't it too bitter? I'm personally a big fan of coffee. Big fan of coffee. Was it a known character trait of Akane that she likes coffee? Was there any other character in the first game that really liked coffee? Satsuki? Satsuki ate a lot, right? She was like she ate all the food in the when we were starving to death. Done then, Hiro. I hope you enjoy your breakfast. I'm going to head out as well. You'll be there for the parade, right? Of course, see you then. Everyone was still concerned about the video yesterday, and it seems like a few of us weren't able to stay calm. But our relationship hasn't ended yet. Even if Mikado was trying to urge us to murder someone using the motive, we're still doing fine. I think we're all going to hang on until we hear something from Setsuko during the parade. Seems like everyone has returned back to their normal investigation routines. The parade is this evening. I have a lot of times in my hands until then. I can't lose to everyone. I must do my best as well. But I wonder, what exactly Setsuko's going to tell us? She constantly seemed concerned ever since the last trial. Maybe it's related to that. Not for today. Oh, what the fuck? That fucking jump scared me. That was so loud. Huh? What's this? I suddenly feel extremely drowsy. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I slept quite well yesterday. And I even drank 2 cups of coffee this morning. I can't just fall asleep. When everyone's doing their best and, Was Irua's coffee spiked? But it was impossible to stay awake from this unusual wave of drowsiness. Just a little bit. I guess I can close my eyes for just a moment. And after that, I'll investigate. Even if you come to hate me, I'll understand. But I wish that you understand this one thing, that I loved you. Although the time we spent together came to an end, those times are more precious to me than anything. I'll never forget those moments. Huh? Was I was going to investigate after breakfast. How long did I sleep? Quickly checking the time, the clock was already almost pointing towards 6 p.m. I almost slept for an entire afternoon. Moreover, the promise I made with everyone, the parade starts at 6 p.m. We're supposed to meet 10 minutes before at the plaza, but I might make it if I run from here. Putting aside the question of why I was so sleepy. Yeah, one of our coffee was definitely spiked. I don't know whose. Probably Iroha's. I headed right away to the gathering place. Puff, sorry everyone, was I too late? Sorry, you made it in time. The parade didn't even start yet, but why are you so out of breath? I felt drowsy and fell asleep after breakfast, and I only just awoke from my sleep. Whoa, so you slept throughout the whole day? I'm sorry, I don't know why I suddenly felt so sleepy. That aside. What? Why is the don't bother me anymore guy here with us? Beats me, when we arrived here, I was waiting at the plaza as well. I'm just here to watch the parade, didn't think that your lot would be here. Then why don't you go back? No sir-ee, I have my pride as a reporter. I need to attend every major event from my experience. Of course, I'm going to ignore you and observe the parade from a distance. So don't worry about me. Can you say one sentence without making it sound annoying? No, calm down, Yuriko. Guys, doesn't it feel like something's off? Huh, why? Where are all the others? It's past their meeting time. And there's only a few minutes left until the parade starts. Well, even Sora was barely late, so maybe everyone else is as well. I mean, I can understand everyone else, but why is Setsuka late when she's the one who suggested we all meet in the first place? Yo, Yuki, stop complaining and just wait for a moment. They'll come in time. I'm sorry I'm late. You came, Kanade. See, bro? Everyone's coming one by one. But why are you alone? Where's Hibiki? Well, I haven't met Sis ever since we had our breakfast and the dinner this morning. Uh-oh. Well, haven't met? What do you mean? She has been stuck in her room all day without answering. I haven't even seen her face ever since this morning. I guess Hibiki was that shocked. Aha, mic testing, can you hear me? Now then, let our Satsuki Lands Pride Parade begin. Pride Parade? The parade will last around 1 hour, and adults from the storehouse from Block A and C will march around the given route. The routes will consist of Block A, the main plaza, and Block C, so be careful not to bump into them. What a relief. I honestly thought no one would come when I had put this much effort into them. Thank you all so much for participating in this event. Now then, let the show begin. What a lengthy explanation. And what's up with this cheap music? So it's starting. Wait, Setsuka isn't here, as well as Iroha. What are we supposed to do? Huh? Guys, seems like Setsuka sent us a message. A message? Guys, something just turned up. I think I'll be a bit late. Watch on ahead. I'll soon join you all. Is that really Setsuka? Just from a few minutes ago. I guess we didn't notice. Did something happen? Well, at least you managed to leave us a message, so maybe we can just wait here and watch the parade in the meantime. So Setsuka, Iroha, and Hibiki are missing? It's not like we have something else to do together right now. Hibiki and Iroha aren't here as well, but I guess why not? The conversation kind of ended off there, and we started to walk along the parade route to watch the whole event. Well, this is kind of cool. Right, this is not so bad. Guys, help me out on this interview. What do you think is the motif for that Sachin doll? Yeah, there's definitely a body in one of those, by the way, that's being transported right now. I'm not sure, maybe a raccoon, or is it a Doraemon? Hey, who are you to suddenly speak so friendly to us, you little... I don't like you, but interviewing is a different story. How many times do I have to repeat myself? A raccoon, I see. Not much of a help, but thanks anyway. You... I know this doesn't sound much coming from an amnesiac, but I think this is pretty amazing. How about you, Yuki? Well... What's wrong, Yuki? You seem to be panicking. Well, Setsuka said there was something important she had to say for this parade, right? For her to be late when she's the one who suggested this, and she still hasn't arrived yet. If you are being late as well, it all feels suspicious. I mean, he's right. Yuki, dude, you're complaining too much these days. You should relax and enjoy something for once. The parade itself was prepared by the disgusting mastermind for sure, but it's still a fun event. I guess so. We watched the parade for about an hour, and with grand music in the air, the show came to an end, with all the dolls bawling for a finale. Whoa, that was awesome. You can say that again. I almost got tears in my eyes at the last part. Couldn't have agreed more, especially with the part with the fireworks. It's so rare these days that you get to see such a big event. Yep. Wait, why are you still with us again? Why don't you go on your way now that the parade is over? I was going to do that anyway, okay? There's definitely something wrong. What is it, Shinji? The parade's over and Satsuka isn't here. It's not just her. Iro hasn't arrived too, and Hibiki. What would cause her to miss an event that she suggested? Maybe we should send her a message? Oh, everyone. Oh, you're alive. Iro, what kept you so long? The parade's over. Oh, I know that. I watched it from Block A. Block A, why were you in such a place? Before that, is Setsuka perhaps here? If you're talking about Setsuka, she said she was going to be late because of some business. But the parade's already over. But that was supposed to be because of her promise with me. Then where is she? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. Hiro, start with why you were late. Well, just a few moments before the meeting time, I received a message from Setsuka. We saw that too. She said she was going to be late because of... Wait, what? That's not what my message said. Setsuka told me to come to the Mirror Mansion at 6 PM. Huh? What in the name of... She said that there was something she wanted to tell me in private before the parade. Said that it wasn't going to take long. So by some business, she meant meeting up with Iro? Ah, it seems so. The message that she sent us has been sent to the chat room with 7 people, including herself. Looks like Iro wasn't invited. Does that match up? It does. It does. That does make 7 minus Iro. So I was waiting in front of the mansion, but she didn't come. She didn't come my way after the parade had started. I debated going back to everyone, but then we could have missed each other in the midst of the commotion, so I stayed back there. But nobody came even when the parade ended, so I went to the plaza and here I am. So you waited there for more than an hour? Don't people usually give up by that time? I was busy watching the parade that I lost track of the time. Okay, someone was definitely trying to kill you. But I think they failed. I think you're innocent, but I think someone tried to kill you. Wait, then what does that mean? Where's Setsuka? You don't think... Let's search for her. Not just her, but everyone who isn't here. Something might have happened to them. Are Hibiki and Setsuka both gonna be dead? Did something really happen? The motive that Monoko gave us definitely did lower our mood. But the limit of the motive was 3 days, and only less than 24 hours has passed since then. We scattered around and decided to look for the missing people. Oh, we're actually looking? I mean, the body's probably in the fucking horror mansion or whatever. Wait up! Sorry. Hiro and I will be searching Block A, but it'll take a lot of time to search this whole place. We'll split up and search. We should focus on searching attractions rather than going around for random places. Then I'll go to the Mirror Mansion once more. Maybe we did miss each other by some chance. And you search the mansion and the park next to it. I'll go deeper beyond that. I'll take a look at the haunted house. Call everyone if you find Setsuka. That's what you call it, a haunted house. Yeah, there's definitely a body there. What's this? I instinctively dug down as I was shrouded by darkness when I entered the haunted house. Normally, it would make sense that the haunted house would be a dim-lit place, but was it always this unbearably dark? I can't give up just because it's too dark. Maybe something would have happened from this darkness. I must search this place. I searched everywhere a human could be. I guess there's nothing here. Wait, no, there's one place left. The Devil's Altar. It seems that the lone room deep in the haunted house was called that. I've been there. It was said that if you butcher and sacrifice your most precious person to the devil, you would get your wish granted. I have a disturbing feeling about this, but perhaps... I took a deep breath and slowly went inside the altar. Oh, okay, never mind. Thank goodness, the worst of what I imagined didn't happen. But the fact she isn't in here means that she's not in the haunted house. I should search someplace else. I searched the fences near the house for good measure, but I did not even see a glimpse of her. I'll leave the rest of Block A to Iro and Kanade. I should go and search in other places. Okay, we're gonna search every block. So it's best we look around the tree line for the others. If they're not at the park, the supermarket, or the port, we search the monikers. This place is huge, so there's going to be a lot of places we need to search. Sorry, I've been searching this place, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone here. Unlike Block A and C, a lot of the attractions here are outdoor facilities. I guess if anyone was there, you would see it at one glance. Then, using that fact, why don't we search for more closed spaces like the shop? Okay, you got it. None. I can't find anyone. So there's really no one here? So you look for someone else. I'll stay here and investigate some more. Are you sure you'll be alright? You'll be alone. Well, I think I'll be fine. Go said he'll be here in just a bit. Alrighty then. Then Yuki, I'll be counting on you. If you see Setsuka, contact me. Let's leave the rest of Block B to Yuki. I should go to some other place. Check inside the dolls. The C block. In terms of indoor facilities, this place is the most. I should check each and every one of them. Sorry, so you came. Yuriko, I just arrived here to investigate, but I don't know where to start. There are a lot of indoor facilities in place, so we should go inside and check each and every one of them. You're right, let's put up and search. Yuriko, did you find anything? No, nothing at all. Same here. What should we do? Did something really happen to Setsuka? Maybe we're too late. Maybe she's already... no. Yuriko, calm down. Nothing has been confirmed right now. If anyone's gonna be dead, I'm more scared for Hibiki than Setsuka. Maybe they're probably both dead though. Huh? What are you doing around here when the parade's over? And why are you crying? Huh? Have you finally realized just what kind of situation we're in and given up? Nikkei, shut up. We don't have time for you right now. Setsuka's missing. We're all searching, so if you're not going to help, get out of the way. What? Setsuka's missing? I thought you weren't going to bother with us. Leave us if you're going to annoy us anymore. Wait, what do you mean Setsuka's missing? Fill me in with the details. Why? You're not going to help us anyways. I'll help you. You're serious? Why the sudden change of heart? I know I said I was going to act alone, but don't treat me the same as sealed by Mikado. I wonder, are you the person in Void that Setsuka is contacting? I only said that because I don't know who's Void or not. I don't intend to be selfish in an emergency like this. The thing is, Setsuka suggested watching the parade with everyone, but she didn't even come after the parade. She did send us a message that she's going to be late, but that contradicts with Hiroa's account. Things are obviously suspicious, right? Sorry, we don't need help from the likes of him. We need every help we need right now to search this whole place. Let's call it a truce. Setsuka, why? Yeah, you have something going on with Setsuka. Have you searched all of Block B? You didn't come over to where I was. There in the monorails, we haven't searched yet. Got it. I'll go back and look around my surroundings. I'll help. No, I think 3 people in one area is too much. You go help the others. We're lacking a lot in numbers. Let's leave you two alone. Don't worry, I'll harass him as much as possible if he's up to no good. Yo, I thought we were on a truce. Alright, if you find her, contact me. Let's leave the rest of Block C to Yuriko and Nikkei. I should go and search other places. What other places? We searched every nook and cranny, but we weren't able to find Setsuka's location. I decided to return the place for now, to regroup with the others. Damn it, I think we looked everywhere. Where the heck is she? She wasn't here, so maybe she could be in the mat or the port, or maybe even the monitors. She has to be, if not, what are we to do about this? Wait, where's Hiro and Yuriko? Hiro went with me to Block A, but I haven't seen her since then. What? I returned here after having no success with the area that I was told to search. Yuriko's with Nikkei searching Department C. Nikkei, why is he? I'll explain later. Shouldn't we go ahead and search the monitors? You're right, we've searched everywhere in this huge park, and if she isn't here, she must be there. Perhaps something did happen to her. A message? What the? A new message. Oh, it's from Setsuka. Really? But this... Devil's Altar. What's up with this? Perhaps something did happen to Setsuka? What is going on? The devil? Everyone, maybe Setsuka's at the haunted house. We just checked it. What are you talking about? You yourself searched there. That is correct, but this devil part, doesn't that remind you of that place? That place. The altar? You're right, the devil's altar. Okay, is this going to be a case where we're going to be suspected? Because we were the only one that checked there? The devil's altar, that was the gimmick with the haunted house. Alright, let's hurry over there. But wait, as kind of said, I searched everywhere in the house, even the altar. But there wasn't a sign of anyone there, let alone Satsuka. I just thought of that place because of the wording in the message. We might be wasting time if we head there. No, I think it's worth a try. We might have missed each other all this time through sheer luck. And I also think that the devil is a major keyword here. Alright, let's go ahead there while we wait for Yuriko and Hiroa to finish their investigation. Perhaps they're heading to that place from that message as well. Alright, I'll give up. Don't blame me if we don't find anything though. And when I headed there, what greeted us was... Holy fuck. Huh? What's up with all this blood? Not only that, was this place always so dark? Wait a second, when I was here just a few minutes ago, things were nothing like this. Maybe you missed it because it was too dark? How could you miss this if the floor is this much sloshing with blood? But if there's this much blood here, that means... You don't say. That can't be. Bro, wait up. That's a lot of blood. After realizing the apparent abnormalities, we ran up to the front of the altar. And as expected, the blood trailed all the way to there as well. We ran up there without hesitation. Huff huff. Blood marks lead to this inside. What could have happened in that short span of time? Maybe someone's playing a prank. Yeah, one of Setsuka's many surprise jokes. Classic Setsuka. Whatever it is, something did happen over that door. Let's go in. What is going on? Why did we go wrong? When did we go so wrong? Ever since that motive yesterday, our harmony has been collapsing to the ground. And while I was asking myself about that, the senior behind the door gave a cruel, sinister reply. Jesus. They did the ritual, alright. Okay, so it's Setsuka, it's not Hibiki. Hibiki could still be dead, but probably not. The scenery that was shown before us was hell itself. The hell that was the butchered corpse of Setsuka Chiribukuro, the ultimate billiards player. She has her fucking Sharingan open as well. How did they set this up in like 5 minutes? How long has it been canonically since we checked this place? What? What in the name of... A body has been discovered. Everyone, please get out of the haunted house immediately. The body discovery announcement? So that means... No, this can't be true. Please tell me this isn't happening. It didn't feel like reality. Again, there's 4 of us who found the body, so we can't learn anything from the BDA. Setsuka, or what was left of her, lay butchered there on the altar like there were some dull parts waiting to be patched up. They were definitely part of what was once living, but to see them this apart made that fact feel so distant and far. It truly was a scene from hell. I had a bad feeling ever since the parade, but to think they would dismember her body, the culprit sure has weird taste. Even in a mystery novel, things don't usually go this far. Please stop joking, Kanade. This is... Ugh. I need to visit the bathroom too. This must be a dream. This can't be real. Just a dream. Ugh. What should we do? What do you mean what should we do? It's a murder. We need to prepare for the class trial. Everyone will be here soon for the announcement. Let's keep an eye on the crime scene until then. I can't. I just can't. This is too much. Bathroom. Me too. Ugh. Aren't you startled at all, Kanade? Who's the killer? Who's the killer? Don't really have a great guess so far. Pure vibes wise, maybe... Purely vibes wise, maybe a Hibiki angle, but that's too obvious because she's the only one of us who has no alibi. That's like too obvious. I don't know. I don't know. I need evidence. My vibes aren't telling me anything. How can you stay calm when you're looking at this? Well, I was surprised. I guess you could say that the culprit this time is definitely no joke. Haha. Kind of this faint smile amidst this horrifying scene, coupled with her comment she just made, sends shivers down my spine. What's going on? What's with the blood outside? This isn't what I think it is, right? Oh. Ah! No, Setsuka! After a few minutes that felt like forever, everyone else entered the altar, just like Kanade said. Nika and Yuriko, who were searching for Setsuka quite near the haunted house, arrived first. And it seemed like Yuriko also thought of this place when she saw Setsuka's message and was heading this way to begin with. Hiroshi soon followed after. Then came Tyria with a worried face, and Mikado and Tsuyobai, who seemed placid as always. Where's Hibiki? Okay, Hibiki came last. She barely had the strength to keep standing and looked like her legs were ready to give out at any moment. and she fell to her knees as soon as she saw the scene. Everyone was screaming, barfing, panicking from the hellscape that was in front of them. But once Monoko showed up, things finally started to calm down a bit. Yeah, why is it so dark in here? Is everyone settled? Oh, her hair is down. That's cute. Suka. Come on, sis, you need to wake up. It's time for the investigation. Really, you haven't even tied your cute hair up yet. Is that relevant? That she doesn't have her hairpins? My vibes did give me a slight Hibiki vibe for this, but... Now, attention to everyone. As you stated, you will not investigate in preparation for the upcoming class trial. Well, to be honest, this case is baffling even for me. Now, what do you mean by that? Nothing. It seems like you haven't all calmed down yet. Is it because it's not a void that killed her? Investigate. We have to investigate Setsuka in that state? We can't. Impossible. Even though I can't even look at her. And I'm expected to investigate? If I may have a word in this, I'm grateful that the murder happened this fast after I showed you the motives. But this murder has gone too far. The killer aimed too much for the stop points. Mikado, you little... Stop it, Shinji. You'll only kill yourself if you do that. How can you act so calm, Teruya? Is it because you're a grown-up? It has nothing to do with that. I'm just pretending to be calm, that's all. I know from experience, no matter how hard it may be, how weak you may feel, there are things you must do. Yeah, I'm just doing what I have to. That's our guidance teacher for you. Whether you're prepared or not, you cannot run from this. Now, as usual, here's the monoprofile tree. Okay, is this going to be the first ever case tree without a double murder, or is someone going to die during the investigation? Additionally, all gates have been disabled for... Because everyone... Right now, everyone's alive. Additionally, all gates have been disabled for your convenient investigation. It has been disabled ever since the announcement, so those of you who arrived late might have already recognized that. Since the announcement. Since the announcement. Okay. Also, for some reason, all the lights in the haunted house have been burned out. I will turn on the emergency lights for now. Consider yourselves lucky. Now, I'll soon see you through the class trial announcement. Good luck investigating until then. Fufu. Now everyone, get a hold of yourselves and let's start investigating. We need to catch a culprit. The culprit, I guess it's the voids again? I wish I would just end now. I'm sorry, we're all sorry. We'll do what you tell us to do. Just no more of this. Yuki, snap out of it. I think the culprit of this case might not be a void this time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But why so? There's no reason for a person other than a void to kill. We do have one. Yesterday's motives. I don't know what Mikado was aiming through all this, but he gave us a reason to kill this time. If the killer's reason for murder was the motive, the killer might not be a void. That would mean that everyone here is a suspect. Like we weren't in the last two cases? Would you please stop shouting nonsense? Kanade back to being based? Both in the case of Emma and Hajime, the fact that the culprit was a void was only revealed after the reveal of who the culprit was. Everyone here is a suspect, void or not. It has always been like that, even without the motive. Kanade is right. In a class trial, you must put your relationships aside and suspect everyone to track the blacking. Oh ho, it seems like you all don't need my help this time. Then I'll join you and do my best as well. And you should just shut up, Mikado. I'll take care of the body. Those of you with weak hearts, investigate somewhere else. This fight is huge after all. Why are you acting so friendly all of a sudden? Yeah, you got something going on with Setsuka. I heard that you're probably who she was talking to in chapter 2. I heard that you helped search for Setsuka as well. It's a class trial. The fact that I don't consider you guys trustworthy doesn't matter in emergencies like these. Or what? Do you just want me to do nothing like Mikado? Correction, I'm actually investigating on my part as well, but... No, you're right. I apologize, and please, I'll be counting on you. So we have to do this again. At least I don't have to look at the corpse this time. Setsuka, who always did her best to lift her spirit in these situations, is dead. Even if she's not here, we need to do our best for her sake. That's right, we need to find a culprit. We need to win the class trial. As much as we're sick of this, we'll die if we don't do this. We must do this. We must find the blackened amongst us. Amongst us. What's the cause of death? As per usual, let's start with the monoprofile. This is very important. Huh? Now this is a rare sight. Why are you reading the monoprofile? Give it to me. I need to see it. You're going to sleep through your trial anyways. Let me ask you one thing. What? You were with the others up until the announcement, right? Explain in detail what you people were doing until then. Oh, Siobai is taking this seriously now. Why? Why are you pretending to put effort Why are you pretending to put effort in investigating, Mr. Only No Sleep? Feels like every damn brain cell of mine will die from talking to you. Just shut up and talk. Alright then, the class trial is a matter of life or death after all. And that's what happened. Siobai, what's the matter? What? Why are you still here? Go away. Well, would you get a load of this, man? Good luck trying to get any info from me from now on. Just give me the file already. It's my fault for expecting something from that man. Forget any gratitude. The least you could do was not trash talk the very person who helped him. Let's just erase that guy from my memory and read the file already. There must be a clue in here. The victim is Setsuka Chiebukura. The time of death is unknown. The body was found inside the altar of the haunted house from Block A. The neck, shoulder, wrist, thigh, and ankles were cut. Yeah, dismembering the body into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, the head was cut as well. Yeah, the 9, 10. The torso is also missing. Oh, you mean like this entire part? We just haven't found it? It's just missing? The murder weapon is a sharp object. The bones of the 7 arms and legs have cracked traces. A sharp object. It doesn't say what the cause of death was. Cracked traces. I did see the actual state of the body, but reading in the detail made me sick again. What grudges did the culprit have against Setsuka to go this far? The murder was on the level to make Yuri's and Kokoro's death feel like they were mercy kills. I don't know, Kokoro's death was pretty fucking brutal. As horrible as this is, we must look in detail about it. The info given to us through the files are: the whole body was butchered, so obviously a sharp object was used in the crime. And sure enough, the file mentioned that the murder weapon was exactly that. But there's something bothering me. Last time in Kokoro's case, the time of murder wasn't displayed. That was because the exact time of death was impossible to determine because of her body's frozen state. But Setsuka's body was dismembered, and there seems to be no sign of the culprit tempering the body's temperature. Then why is the time of murder not revealed here? There's no point in wondering about it alone. Let's write this down and share the information with the others. You're not the killer. So are you investigating the body? By the way, it's nice to see you investigate compared to the last trial anyway. Hey, could you move? I'm trying to tank here. Why is he suddenly investigating? He was sleeping last time. Because last time he knew who the killer was, this time he doesn't know. Damn it. Okay, you're not the killer either. Nikkei, how goes the investigation? Well, I'm not exactly knowledgeable enough to do an autopsy. What's Siobai doing? I don't know, he's silent. I wonder what he's thinking. You're not the killer. She died in such a dreadful, terrifying way, don't you agree? Even I feel disgusted by this horror. Your face is otherwise. Fufu, what meaning do faces have to a person like me? I guess it's because Mikado's not just trash, but a psychopath that you can't empathize in this situation. Sorry, I think you forgot to say that in blue font. That's funny. I guess it's because Mikado's not just trash, but a psychopath that you can't empathize in this situation. You could be the killer. I don't know what's the deal with your hairpins being missing. Hibiki. Okay, good talk. Hibiki's been in this state since entering the haunted house. I don't think she can hear me. It's Setsuka's corpse that has been laying on the altar. It's been butchered to pieces. Ugh, I thought I had a pretty strong stomach, but this is too much. Hey, you don't have to force yourself. I'll cover the body for you. Nikkei. No, I appreciate the thought, but let me investigate as well. The more people that investigate, the easier the class trial will be. If you say so. Excuse me then. Setsuka's corpse was dismembered so that each part was on top of each pillar of the altar, just as the monochrome file said. I didn't notice them before, but each pillar had the Chinese letter for each body part written on it. And the body parts were linked so that each letter matched accordingly. Yeah, that's what I was checking. I was checking if it actually matched. It does. So they went along with that with the attraction gimmick. The sign in front of the altar said the following: sacrifice the body of your most precious one, then the devil will be summoned to grant your wishes. There's no way that the killer actually believed this, right? Even if they did, butchering someone else's body is barbaric, disgusting, and simply inhumane. This was probably a copycat crime, just like with Kokoro's case in the curse of the Yuki Onna. Yeah, but what's the point in doing this? I decided to take a closer look at each body part, trying my best to not throw up while doing so. I first look at the chest area, laying in the center of the altar. The edges were trimmed off extremely clean. Even I could tell this was the work of a professional. The monocle file mentioned the torso being missing. And sure enough it was. Her stomach below the solar plexus was completely missing. Where the fuck is it? It doesn't seem like they hid it somewhere else in here. And why did the culprit put it? Where did the culprit put it? And why did they only take the torso away? It seemed pointless to worry about that now, so I moved on to the other parts. Is it because that's where she was actually killed? She was stabbed in the torso or something, and that's how she died? Because the monochrome file said that the murder weapon was a sharp object, but it didn't say what the cause of death was. Come to think of it, there was another detail about the corpse that the monochrome file mentioned. Bruises. There were twists of bruises on each body part. As I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert on this matter, but the bruises raised a new question. The murder weapon was something sharp, so the bruises weren't a direct cause of Setsuka's death. Is it just from, like, being inside the doll as it was, like, walking around for the parade, and, like, her body was, like, fucking, like, tumbling around inside the doll, and that's where the bruises are from? That would mean that after Setsuka died, or just before she died, the culprit for some reason damaged each body part to cause bruises. But what caused those bruises? This could be crucial evidence. I looked into the corpse for a few minutes more, but I wasn't able to find any more notable details. That, and I wasn't able to investigate the body anymore in its horrifying state. Are you alright? I told you not to overwork yourself. I'm fine. I can't just gloss over the body when there's a class trial coming up, right? That aside, you became very friendly, Nikkei, even if we're on a truce. It feels like you're reverted back to when we first met. Well, the situation called for it. Why, is there a problem with that? No, thanks. I'll go and search the other areas. Nikkei was obviously involved with Setsuka, but I don't think he's the killer. Missing abdomen, bruised corpse. Let's save and save Nikkei. With precision so that the contents did not flow out. Normal amount of evidence seems like those 16 treat bullets, I think. Teruya. Asaro, what's wrong? You're not the killer. Well, I was wondering if you knew anything about the case, especially since you worked with us throughout today, along with a few others. Actually, you could be the killer, maybe. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Probably not. Probably not. Just very unlikely, but I won't count it out outright. Especially since you weren't with us throughout today, along with a few others. I feel sorry about that, but I didn't find a clue about your innocence yet. But I'll come back once I fully regain my memories and learn the truth about you. That's all good, but the class trial comes first. Ah, you're right. Actually, there was something weird that happened while I was doing the item check today. Okay, you're not the killer. Never mind. I was doing my daily checkup for each area this morning, but something was off with the infirmary. You know that they keep blood packs in the refrigerator there, right? Oh, the fucking blood packs again, just like these three in the first game. Well, somebody took all of them. All of them? Yeah, just yesterday, they were all definitely there. That's not all. The medical kit, the bandages, ointments, and antibiotics. Somebody took all of that as well. But when I came back this afternoon, they were back there in its place. But the blood packs were still missing? Yeah, I was going to tell you guys right away. But with the motive yesterday night, I wasn't in my right mind to tell you. If I knew a murder like this would happen this soon, I would have told you immediately. Wait. The blood pack and the everything was missing before the motive? So it is a void murder then, right? Calm down, there's no proof that the culprit used those blood packs, so don't blame yourself. If the medical kit was returned soon after, maybe someone other than the culprit needed it for a moment. You're being considerate as always. Thanks, but I feel like this may be related to the case. So maybe my account could help us out in the trial. For someone to take the blood packs, could it be the work of the culprit? It may be important, I should write this down. It disappeared this morning? Didn't you say? Okay, they disappeared this morning. Okay, so they did disappear after the murder. Okay. I misunderstood that. Yeah, you're not the... Okay, so already, like... You're not the killer. You're not the killer. You're not the killer. You're not the killer. You could be the killer. You also could be the killer. Also, I almost feel like it's too obvious because it would have been really easy for you because you were left alone in here for a long time. You could have set all of this up. Hira, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. Well, this is the crime scene, so it must have the most amount of clues, right? So I was trying to investigate this place, but with Setsuka's body over there and the smell of blood, you don't have to force yourself to search here, Hira. As Nika said, leave this place to us and investigate some other places in the meantime. You know, I'll do what I can. The ghost house seems to be the key of this in this case. That reminds me, I saw Hibiki entering this place just before and... Hibiki? I thought she was resting in her room today. I don't know about that, but I saw her when I was heading to the Mirror Mansion at 6 p.m. to meet up with Setsuka. She was using her handbook to enter this place. Really? Are you sure that wasn't Kanade? No, it couldn't be Kanade. She was with us. What's wrong, Sora? Nothing. I just thought what you just said might prove to be very crucial evidence in this case. Thank you. I don't force yourself to investigate the body, so you take care of things you can, Ira. Okay, thanks for being so considerate, Sora. You became during the haunted house, and even before the parade meeting of all times. Was she just entering this place for no reasons, or was she... Okay, I don't think Ira is the killer either. Just from vibes, from talking to her right now, I don't think she's the killer. But Ira assumes to use the restroom. Yeah, she. You know when you just go into in the haunted house to have a quick piss. Hibiki, really? How did she exit without us seeing her? I guess it was the parade too. Like there was a lot of stuff going on. Okay, already I don't think anyone in this room except maybe Hibiki is the killer. But if Hibiki seems too obvious now with this piece of evidence. This is like way too obvious to point to her. So now I feel like Hibiki isn't the killer. Who even is left? Kanade isn't the killer. Shinji, maybe. I don't think so though. Is there Yuriko? Yuki? It's a fireplace. There was a small bonfire lit here originally, but that burned out with the blackout. Somebody did this to get rid of all sources of light from the haunted house. Okay, that's what it was. The fireplace obviously is connected to the chimney horizontally and acts as a way to rid of the smoke inside. It's quite small. I looked inside the fireplace just in case. The smell of ashes and dust welcomes my face. The fireplace itself is quite large, but the chimney inside was quite long and short. No Santa is going to make his way to deliver presents to this small pathway. Huh? As I was checking the chimney, I was able to find something totally unexpected. What are these black plastic bags? There are some used up black plastic bags thrown away among the firewoods. I didn't notice it, with it being black and this place being so dark. Was this always here? Today it was the first and only time that the fire was put out. If that was here before, it would have already melted from the fire. Perhaps these are traces left by the culprit. This looks to be crucial evidence. 2 black plastic bags. Is that just to carry all the body parts? I'm sorry, was the fireplace turned off after the incident? Or was the fireplace turned off by the killer to remove the light? Okay, again, this is becoming a habit for me, but I'm going back to check how exactly the fireplace looked when we went in earlier. When we first went in, the fireplace looked like it was off. So I think it's the killer that put it off. Yeah. Okay. We're saying after the incident, it was turned off, as in it was in the state of being turned off. We're not saying someone turned it off after the incident. I get what it's saying. It's just kind of worded strangely. It's a fuse box that produces the electricity for the whole ghost house. Oh, this is... Inside, all the electric wires were cut. So this is why the haunted house had a blackout. Okay, so they did this as well. Although right now, emergency electricity is flowing thanks to Monica. The person who cut these must be the culprit. This could be used as evidence. I must write this down. Okay. Nothing else to investigate? Oh, this? Folding screen. Oh! When we first came in, the fucking body was probably hidden behind the folding screen. I bet that's what it was. Wait, okay, again, I'm going back to check what the folding screen looked like when we first came in. Wait, did we even see it? No, we didn't even get to see it. The camera just instantly, like, spawned at the top of the screen, so we never saw the folding screen. I bet the corpse was hidden behind the folding screen. It's a folding screen with an ominous picture reminiscent of hell itself. Huh? Hold on a minute. Was it always located this up front? I feel that something was off. I checked behind the screen. Oh. The folding screen was originally located right next to the wall, but it was moved a bit out forward. In that space, there was now a space big enough to fit a human being. A very, very precise measurement. But more importantly, it's blood. There was a large pool of blood in the space behind the folding screen. So much I would make large sloshes when he stepped on me. Ugh. What does this mean? For there to be so much blood behind this hidden space behind the screen. On closer look, all the blood trail leading up to the altar originated from this place. Was the folding screen like this when we were searching for Setchka? I guess I didn't check it thoroughly due to this place being so dark. Even now with the dim light, it was hard to notice it until I got real close to it. This one thing was for sure, there was enough space for someone to hide behind the screen. The folding screen, I should write this down. Okay, that part seems pretty obvious. Shinji, what are you doing? Well, sorry, investigating hard as usual. Could you stop doing that? It makes me feel like I'm some sort of big boss of a Yakuza clan. Sorry about that. Alright, I was looking at the gate records. The gate records? Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, Yuki told me that with this talent, we can keep track of our alibis using the gate records. I didn't fully understand what he meant by that, so I was looking into it. Yuki's got the better brain between us, so I've got to listen to him. But as you can see, I'm not good with machines. I barely even use the handbooks. The gate records. Yuki has a point. After all, the murder definitely seems like it happened inside Satsuki land. And although our names don't show up, we can try to validate our alibis using the timestamps shown on it. I'll help you out. Thank you. If you push the panel here, the screen does show up, but we need to slide the screen like so. See, you get a record of all the people who passed the gates for each day. Whoa, the technology these days is amazing. Amazing. Even mobile phone these days have at least this level of technology. Have you been living under a rock? I'm sorry, I don't know much about these stuff. Let's see, for today's records. What? So KG0188 is us. So there was someone in the haunted house when we were in it. They're probably hiding behind the screen. I think okay. I think like everything 758 onwards, obviously like us finding the body, because we were 4 when we found it. I think the culprit intended to use this to make it seem like Setsuka went in here when she was alive, but I think she was already dead. I think, or maybe, because obviously fucking Kuspoi went in but never went out. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It just seems like culprit enters, Setsuka enters, we enter, we leave, culprit leaves. Is it that simple? There's gotta be more to it. There's a lot of lines. No, considering what happened today, there isn't much new info about it. The 4 records listed as 1958 are back when you, Yuki, Kanade, and I were searching for Setsuka. Oh, you're right, and the gate system was turned off after the body was found, so we were the last people to enter this place recorded by this. Then we should take note of these 5 records between 1755 to 1942. Well, the ID here that went inside at 1924 and went out at 1936. That's gotta be me, so we only have to check the other tree. That's you? How can you be sure when your name doesn't show up? Even if it's just the ID, I do remember the time that I went inside. I mean, it's only been an hour since then. This was back when we had split up the search for Setsuka. I see. I'm sorry, did you see anyone while you were inside the haunted house? No, no one actually. There wasn't anyone, nor any blood trails and corpses for that matter. If there was, I would have told you immediately. Please believe me on this. No, it's not that I don't believe you. But by these records, you went out at 1936, and somebody else had gotten out of the ghost house 6 minutes later. So that would mean that there was somebody inside when you had entered the ghost house back then. Huh, you're right. The ID WN2LV7. The person went inside at 1755. One of these persons is, like, one of these people is Hibiki. I forgot about that. What's going on? Does Hibiki not have her handbook with her right now? This is gonna be complicated. Cause Iroha said that she saw Hibiki enter this place at around 6. So around 6, it could be either WN2 or it could be Kuspoi. So that would mean that this person stayed inside during 1755 to 1942 for almost 2 hours. But I didn't find anyone there. Am I the only one who got your chills here? So that ID must be the culprits, right? The culprit must have entered the ghost house at some point. So they must have hid themselves somewhere inside when you came in. Is that so? I guess I could have missed someone with the blackout and everything. So if we go over it one last time, WN2LB7 is a culprit who entered at 1755 to leave at 1942. Is there any trick that I'm not thinking of that you could have used to fucking get out of here without activating this? I don't think so. Maybe there's an accomplice. Maybe was Hibiki an accomplice to someone? Who's Kuspoi? Wait, is Hibiki Kuspoi? Has she been hiding inside the haunted house the entire time and she just never left? There's too many possibilities. I can come up with like 20 different things that could have happened. I just need more information. HJ... That's an H? That looks like a K to me. HJ0IB8 who entered at 1924 to leave 12 minutes later is you. Then what about KU5P01 who entered at 1757? What about this person? There's no out record of them. It's probably Setsuka. If the case happened at the ghost house and if Setsuka died here, there'll be no out record of her, right? Right, Setsuka. But one thing I don't understand is, according to these records, both Setsuka and the culprit should have been inside the ghost house when I entered there. But I'm positive I gave quite a thorough search inside there. Even if there was a blackout, could I have really missed 2 people? Okay, you just said you didn't check behind the screen, so it couldn't have been that thorough. And if that's true, then I could have stopped Setsuka's death while I was in there. sorry, please don't make such a face. It's not your fault. Anyways, we need to catch the culprit who did such a terrible thing. No, we must catch him. Okay, you're definitely not the killer either. Oh, Shinji, are you trying to cheer me up? How sweet of you. Thanks. You're right. I've got to do my best for Setsuka's sake. These Gates records will probably be important evidence in this case. I should definitely write this down. Alright, Sora. There was something I wanted to ask you. Yes, what is it? I was going to visit the swimming pool during the daytime to take my mind off things, and the pool at Block C was prohibited from entering. So I was wondering if you knew anything about it. Prohibited for entering? What do you mean? First time I've heard such a thing. Well, there was this picket saying that it was against the rules to use the pool while it was time for pool sanitation. But when we were searching for Setsuka, that picket had been taken down. Then wasn't it just the case that it was just a pool sanitation time when you went there? But up until yesterday, we'd used the swimming pool without anything like that being brought up, so I thought it felt all too sudden. Alright then, I'll investigate more of Block A in the meantime. What? The pool. Shinji's words do have a point. I should go there and investigate that place as well. What the fuck? What are you saying? Was this a fake sign that someone put up because something was happening in the pool and they didn't want anyone to come in? Yeah, this display is amazing. It's a flower bed decorated next to the haunted house. I thought there would be anything worth investigating out here. Something was just shining in the bushes. Is this a clothespin or a hair clip? The shining thing was a pin of some sort, probably used to hold something. There were multiple of them on the ground and they were scattered as if something tried to hide them here. Why would there be pins in the flower bed? Pins? For the fucking plastic bags? This place being quite close to the crime scene, I doubt that this was just a coincidence. I don't know what they were used for, but they could be evidence. Let's keep them in mind. Pins by the flower bed. Is this Satsuki's hairpins? I don't... Pins. Pant. Yuriko? Oh, sorry, I wanted to help investigate the ghost house, but the smell is too much for me to handle. Anyone would be, but I had to make sure I've investigated everywhere. It was difficult for you too? Absolutely, I'm a person too. I don't think you're the killer either. It doesn't... I don't have any reason to not think you're the killer, but it doesn't pass the smell test. I don't vibe with it. It don't make no sense. Yuki, what are you investigating? Oh, sorry, I'm just checking the attraction board records one by one. Yeah, that's smart. I wanted to check all those, but the game won't let me. I heard it from Shinji. It would be easy to get alibis using the records. Huh, you couldn't participate in the investigation of the ghost house too. This is nothing like Yuri and Kokura's. What kind of person would do this? So I have to do everything I can. Sorry, check their records if you have time. Okay, well, the game won't let me, so... These were the dolls used for the parade. Despite their stupid looks, the performance during the parade was fabulous. Come to think of it, the dolls in Block A and C had switched places during the parade. Taking that fact into account, I decided to investigate the dolls inside the warehouse. These dolls must be the same ones outside the storage room, right? Does that mean that if we program the dolls outside the garage, they can also be made to move by themselves? I checked the inside of the dolls by opening the zipper on its back, but there was nothing inside. Just an empty doll suit. What kind of mechanism would make this move on its own? Magic. I wonder if this can be used as evidence. Setsuka must have died around the time of the parade. That would mean that these dolls might be related to the case as well. So it wouldn't hurt to write them down. Dude, I just fucking remembered about the fucking monorail. That's a thing. Warehouse. Nothing else here. It's a sign about the monorails. Monorail station. The monorail stops for maintenance every other hour. The monorail will first start at 8 in the morning from block B, and 5 minutes later, another one will take its departure in the opposite direction. The monorails aren't active during nighttime. The last train will be at 20 to 21 o'clock. Nothing special to note. The description matches exactly with the one that Monaco gave on the first day we arrived here. It's unknown whether or not the culprit used the monorails, but the crime did happen in Tsuki Land. As long as that fact stands, we need to investigate every detail laid out in this whole place. So if we go over the timetable once more, the train takes off from block B, and 2 trains for each direction exists. The first train departs at 8 in the morning and operates for 1 hour before going into maintenance the next hour. Okay, you said it operates for 1 hour, but aren't the last 40 minutes of that first hour just sitting in block B doing nothing? So technically, it's in maintenance for like an hour and 40 minutes, right? There's about a 5-minute gap between each train for each station, and it takes around 15 minutes for the train to take a round trip. So oh right, I forgot. They take a. I'm stupid. I forgot about this. Sorry. I completely ignore what I'm saying. They take 4 round trips. And then the hour will be up and both trains will go into maintenance. When does it start? Okay, so it operates at 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so on even hours, the train is activated. It's a bit over 20 o'clock right now, so the last train of today is operating as of right now. There wasn't anything special to note here, so I should just write down the timetable and get over with it. Okay, it's obviously super relevant. Only 2 pieces of evidence left. Every hour I touch a 1 hour. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got it. So there's 4 round trips every hour, and then okay, I got it. No one here. Pool. According to Shinji, you couldn't enter during the daytime due to pool sanitation. I guess since I'm already here, I could check the gate records. Five total IDs, up to 5 people had used the pool today. Out of these 5 records, the last one must be when we were searching for Setsuka, yeah. So that would mean that 2 people entered at morning and went out about an hour later. Yeah. And someone never left, apparently, which is... There's something fucked up happening. Because you can't have 2 people never leave from 2 different locations. For one of them, you can assume it was Setsuka and she died. But if there's 2 instances of people not leaving, then something fucked is happening. That would mean that 2 people entered in the morning and went out about an hour later. If nobody entered since then, due to the pool being closed. Huh? Wait a minute, 12:54, someone entered during this time. This clearly contradicts with Shinji's account, of course. Yeah, I think that was bullshit. I think there was just something set up so by the culprit, so no one would enter. Shinji didn't mention the exact time, but simply referred to the time as daylight. But I think it's safe to assume that 12:54, not 13, is in the range of daytime. CN9FU3, whoever this is, they entered at 12:54 and left at 17:25. Is that Hibiki? So the sanitation process must have ended before then, and then she went to the haunted house for some reason. I guess I need to ask Shinji when exactly he went to the pool, but the mystery didn't end there. NU30D2 who entered at 17:24. There are no records of this person leaving the pool. I thought that the person without the out record back at the ghost house must have been Setsuka. Then why is there also an ID without an out record here in the pool? ... Okay, Monokuma said if you use a monopad and 2 people try to walk in, like, I'll kill you. Sure. But what if I'm carrying a dead body and I use a dead body's monopad to enter? Technically, it's still 1 person entering with 1 monopad. That's fine, right? This was 30 minutes before the period had started. I should ask the others if there was anyone who entered the pool during this time. Antibiotic. What's this? I had accidentally kicked something while investigating the area. On closer look, it was a bottle of some sort. Let's see here. Penicillin? Aren't these antibiotics? Why did it end up in a place like this? They should be back at the infirmary for them to be in such a place. And to top it off, it wasn't even an empty bottle, but an unopened new package. Unopened. There wasn't even a needle to go with it, just a full bottle lying around here like it's nothing. Why? There's no use thinking about it alone. I should write it down. That's everything. What's... Dude, who is it? Hibiki? Hibiki feels too obvious to be the killer, but I don't know who else it could be. Is the investigation going smoothly? I assume that enough time was given for everything to be inspected. The night is almost here. Let's start the fun before it gets too late. I will now open the trial gates. So everyone, gather around the trial entrance on the first floor of the monikers. I don't think there's a need for me to mention this a third time, but participation is obligated. I will not allow being late or absent, so keep that in mind. Time's already up. This is bad. I don't think I have the slightest idea about this case. It's almost nighttime, as Monaco said, and if it gets too late, I might have to proceed a trial where everyone is sleepy. Well, for me, I did sleep throughout the whole day, so I'm fine, but the announcement has been made, so there's no choice other than the head for that. What? Hibiki, you're still here? Get a hold of yourself, Hibiki. I know you're shocked, but you'll die if you don't make it through the trial. Where's Kanade when you need her? Did I just step on something, or what? Oh, the thing I stepped on while I was approaching Hibiki was a hairpin. And it looked quite familiar. It had the same shape of a 1/8 musical note. Why is this? I mean, of course the owner is right in front of me. Duh. Hibiki, please wake up. Your hairpin was right here on the ground. Really? Why should I be the one doing this? This is how Kanade feels all the time. Hibiki, come on here. Grab my hand. Didn't Kanade said that she found Hibiki at the Monocruise, and her hair was already down. So the fact that we found the hairpins in the haunted house proves that she went there. Ah, she's here. So Hiro is not lying. Sorry, why were you so late? Sorry, I was trying to bring Hibiki here. Hibiki? Sis, she has been standing still ever since she saw Setsuka's corpse. I think she had quite the shock. If I didn't bring her here, she might have stood there forever. I would imagine so. Setsuka was especially very important to Miss Big Sis emotionally, after all. Kanade, she's your family, right? How could you just leave her and make Sora take all the responsibility? I thought she went ahead without me. I didn't think she would just stand there all this time. More importantly, Kanade, please do something about this. If this goes on, she won't be able to participate in the trial at all. Sis. It's alright. Come on, sis. Here's a good girl. You know I can solve anything for you. I'm always on your side. Everything's going to be fine, so just forget everything. Clear your mind. Leave it all to me. Kanade. Huh? What's going on? Where are we? This is the class trial grounds. Why are we here? What's up with her? It seems like she was taken out of her trance by my constellation. But she seems to have lost some of her memory as a side effect. She says, Setsuka is dead. We need to do a class trial. Setsuka's dead? What's that supposed to mean? Just now? Wait, what do you mean by that? Tsuka was... No. It's alright, sis. Don't cry. I'll take care of it. From that confidence, I'm guessing that you already know who the culprit is? Yeah, Hibiki's the killer. Okay. I said everyone is gathered. Let's get started then. Either that, or she doesn't know who it is. Take the elevator in front of you to enter the trial grounds. I'll be waiting for you down there. So here we go again. Damn it. I'm so tired of this already. We can continue our talk at the trial. So the third trial will start soon. This case in particular felt like something was different this time. Maybe that was just me, but we did our best to investigate every detail. All that's left is for us to find out the Blackened together. You're not the killer. Will we survive this trial? It's scary, but we can't run away. You're not the killer. I don't know anything. Damn it, why can't I be like them? You're pretty sus. Wow, I'm scared. Kanade's not the killer, but Hibiki's sus. You're not the killer. We have to do this. You're not the killer. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Deep breaths. I don't want to die either, you know? I'll be doing my best in the class trial. Mikado's obviously not the killer. I don't think you're the killer, but it's not 100%. I'm pretty sure you're not the killer, though. Setsuka. You can't let there be any more victims. You're not the killer. And you're not the killer. So just by process of elimination, it has to be Hibiki, right? Like, it feels too obvious, but I need to look back at the evidence. We'll think about it a bit more. Let's go then, everyone. The elevator, as always, made heavy metal sound as it slowly descended downwards. And like always, nobody said a word, as if it's an unspoken rule we should remain silent for now. I have no idea what the other students are thinking about in this moment, or what the Blacken amongst us is scheming right now. So you've come, now hurry to your seats, off with it. Whoa, what's with the rush? Do you have any idea what time it is now? It's already nighttime. It's bad for your health to sleep late, so as your teacher, I'm just trying to save some time. Do you really think anyone here is worried about their health right now? How can a sane person worry about their health or in a life or death situation like this? Move, hostess girl, onto your seat. We've got no time to waste. What's gone into you all? Yuriko, come down. Why is Seobai like that? We all know we can just ignore that guy. Don't tire yourself trying to argue with him and focus on the trial. There's already 5 death portraits, so there's only 11 of us left? And someone among those 11 will die in this spot. Well, granted that we get the kill right, that is. Sniff, Mom, Dad? Sis, stop crying. We need to find the baddie who killed Setsuka. Setsuka's death must have been painful. To tear a person's body like it's a toy. I cannot forgive such an act. Both Emma and Hajime committed terrible acts as well. But this went too far. We're not dealing with a culprit. We're dealing with a monster. How could you do such a thing to a friend that we bonded with? Bruh. I agree, we could always depend on Setsuka if I knew this was going to happen to her. I would have tried to get closer to her. I already got her rank 5, so I'm good. I'm happy that she died and not someone else, honestly. You crying? Says who? Everyone, we need everyone's help to find the killer this time. Whatever their objective may have been, they went too far. Let's avenge Setsuka's death. Very well. It seems like you're all mentally prepared. So let's start the show, dead or alive. The third class trial. Setsuka. The always caring, dependable Setsuka. We would have been doomed if it weren't for her support all this time. I don't know what we're going to do without you from now on, but for now, we will avenge you. We'll find the devil who made you suffer so much. Their identity will be revealed here and now. With everyone preparing themselves, we now stand on the path of life or death. The trial of life or death, the lies of life or death, the betrayals of life or death. The truth of life or death, the excuse of life or death, the trust of life or death. Life or death, the class trial. I would like to save. Okay, first of all, skills. Okay, I mean, I barely have enough to not get the sketch skill. That sounds good. I don't think I need this. The free movement during logic craft, it seems pretty easy. And if I just get rid of, I can probably just get rid of this, and then I get the sketch thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this seems good. Okay, so Hibiki just seems like the killer to me, but I have no idea how this happened. This seems so complicated. There's so many moving parts here. There's the fucking monorail, the dolls. I don't know what the antibiotic is about. Plastic bag. The fact that we fucking had like someone put like a fucking sleeping pill in either our coffee or Hiroa's coffee. I mean, technically, you make the food, right? But let me go back to look at that scene to see if somebody else handled their coffee. I want to look back on that. It's the wrong video. Oops. Let me look. I mean, we were all talking. It's not crazy to me that it doesn't necessarily need to be Mikado. I think any one of us could have just slipped a sleeping pill in. I don't think that's crazy to think. Someone was trying to get Iroha to fall asleep, or us. I don't. To me, the antibiotic almost seems like someone, like this was an accidental murder or something. We don't even have a murder weapon, by the way. Right? A sharp object. I don't think they were killed with the fucking... the pins. Yeah. Fractures. Dude, I feel so lost. This is the hard cases when I feel like I already know who the killer is, but like how they did it seems. Also, Hibiki could still just be a red herring because she seems almost too obvious. A little bit, yeah. Again, we don't know whether Hibiki was the one at 1755 or the one at 1757. It's weird that Hiroa saw one of them, but she didn't see the other. By the way, that's very unfortunate. It could be... Hang on, let me go look back at the recording again. I'm sorry I keep doing this. Where did Kanade get Hibiki? Actually, I want to see where everyone came from. So it was the four of us. Yuruko, Kanade, and who else? And Shinji, right. We found the body. Nikke and Yuriko, who were searching for Setsuko quite near the haunted house, arrived first. Okay. Okay, sure. Hiroa soon followed after. Then came Teruya, and Mikado and Seobai. And Hibiki came last. Okay, she did come on her own, right? What did Kanade say about Hibiki's hairpin? She said something, I forget what it was exactly. Okay, no, I thought. Okay, I must remember that scene. It's fine. So. Could it be that the killer was hiding in the swimming pool, and they just waited for the body to get discovered, and when it did, they could exit from the They could exit the swimming pool without anyone finding them? Without their record being inscribed? Actually, could someone have been hiding in the ghost house and done the same trick? Because there's someone else here who never left, right? It's possible that, I feel like Setsuka might have been killed in the swimming pool. The person who never left the swimming pool was Setsuka, and the person who never left the ghost house. The person who never left the ghost house might just be the killer, and the killer was hiding in one of the other rooms in the ghost house and waited for the body discovery announcement. Because the second time we came, the blood trails were clearly leading us to the altar, we even got the message from Setsuka's monopad that said, "Come to the altar." So like the culprit was leading us to get to the altar to discover the body, so that they could like get out and then come back in and like act as if it was the first time getting there. And the same way, they wouldn't leave a record in for the ghost house gate, and that would lead us to think that Setsuka died in the ghost house when really she died in the swimming pool. And for how they moved the body from one part to another, obviously they used the fucking dolls. The culprit could have probably been in the doll as well, by the way. I don't know if that's possible. What time was the parade? It lasted for 1 hour, but wasn't it an hour where the monorail was active, or was it an hour where it was inactive? Let me go back and check that also. It was at 6, right? If I remember. Yeah, so the parade was at 6, which is an hour where the train is active, because it's active on even hours. So the culprit could have just taken the monorail, right? Why wouldn't they? What's the point of moving with the dolls? I think the plastic bags were just used to carry all the body parts. Folding screen was used to hide the body when we were investigating. I don't know what this is for. To like fucking keep the plastic bags tied? I don't know. The fake blood from the fake blood that disappeared was used in the haunted house to like spray blood everywhere to lead us to find the body, and also to make us think even more that Setsuka died there when she didn't. I just noticed the fucking SN9 left a minute after NU3 entered. That's weird. What's going on? This is so... Was there an accomplice? There's too many moving parts for this to be this simple. With what I have in mind. If the killer... First saying that the killer was somebody who attended the parade. Neither of the people who entered the ghost house at 6 left before the parade ended. Okay, straight up, I feel like this is something I can't figure out because this seems very like structured. It's not like I'm throwing darts in nowhere. There's a lot of evidence. I'm just not fitting the puzzle pieces together. Hibiki is obviously suspicious, but I'm almost starting to think that she's too suspicious. Like it's too obvious that it's her. That it can't be her. So 1 hour for 60. So the train. So if the culprit wants to get from B. So if we think only about the trains arriving at section C, where there's the pool, from in the hour of 6 p.m. This means that there would be a train passing at, if there's, hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. Okay, so there would be a train passing here at 6:05, 6:10, 6:20, 6:25, 6... Is that right? No, it does 4 trips, right? 5, 15... Okay, so 5, 10... 6:05, 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, 6:25, 6:30, 6:35, 6:40... Okay, so 6:05, 6:10, 6:20, 6:25, 6:35, 6:40, 6:50, 6:55. Those are the times that there would be a train passing through the section C. And I recall that the train that leaves from B to A is 5 minutes earlier. It is on the hour, but the train that leaves from B to C is 5 minutes later. So if the culprit wanted to go from C to A, that train will only pass at 6:05, 6:20, 6:35, or 6:50. No, I got it wrong. It would only pass at 6:10, 6:25, 6:40, or 6:55. How is that relevant? Everyone, what about the ghost house? No one left or entered during the parade. Yuki was investigating Section B. Ira and Kanade were investigating Section A. And fucking Shinji was like in the plaza. And Yuriko and Nikkei were investigating Section C. I'm really having trouble with this. Okay, is there any piece? Okay, again, I do this every time. Is there any piece of evidence that I can't explain? Yes, I can't explain the missing abdomen. I have no clue what that's about. Missing abdomen. Bruised corpse. I thought that maybe it's because they were in the doll as it was like dancing around, so that the body like tumbled around a bit. And that bruised it? Maybe? I don't know what the antibiotic is for. I have no clue. We haven't heard anything about a disease or anything. Antibiotic. I'm having trouble to like connect these two because there's multiple ways to move between the parts, and I don't know exactly how it was used. The pins, the only thing I can think of is that it was used to like close the bags. That seems kind of stupid though. The plastic bags. I don't know what else they could be used for. The folding screen is easy. The disinfection sign or whatever was used so people wouldn't enter while stuff was going on. I need to think about this. I don't know if I'm gonna have as strong a theory for this one as I did for the second case. Because the second case, like, there was something specific to solve, like the dying message, and I had like an aha moment while I was thinking about it. This one, it feels a lot more like I don't think I'm gonna have an aha moment with this one. I don't know. It feels more mathematical, if that makes sense. I'm gonna think about this though. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try to have something cooked up. Yeah. It's really hard for me to suspect someone other than Hibiki. Like, anyone other than Hibiki being the culprit would be extremely shocking to me. Like, very, very shocking to me. Like, to the point where I think the second most likely person after Hibiki is probably like Yuki. Like, or maybe Yoriko. Like, this is tough. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. I'm gonna think about this. Yeah, see you.